Hello everyone. In this lecture, I am going to discuss requirement elicitation techniques from chapter number 3, that is the requirements analysis. Requirement elicitation includes various techniques to collect the data like interviews, then surveys, questionnaires, observations. Also we can take record reviews, then workshops, etc. To study the system, you need to collect different facts. Facts expressed in quantitative form can be termed as data. Success of any requirement investigation depends upon availability of accurate and reliable data. These depend on the appropriateness of the method chosen for the data collection. The specific methods used for collecting data are also called as the fact finding techniques. These all are the requirement elicitation techniques, as I had already told. So the first technique, that is the interview. The interview technique is used to collect information from individuals or from the groups. Analysts should select respondents who are related with the system under study. In this method, the interviewer, that is the analyst, sits face to face with the respondent and records his or her responses. The interviewer must plan in advance and should fully know the problem under consideration. He must choose a suitable time and place so that the interviewee may feel at ease during interviews. The information collected is likely to be more accurate and reliable because the interviewer can clear up doubts and cross check the respondents. This method also helps to find the areas of misunderstandings, then unrealistic expectations, and future problems of the proposed systems. This method is time consuming and can be very costly if the number of respondents is large and widely distributed. There are two different types of interviews. First one is the structured and second one is the unstructured. Here in the structured interview, every single information together is decided in advance. They follow pattern and matter of discussion firmly. As we can say, structured interviews are usually fixed type of questions are asked. Then it's uniform wording of questions. Simple. It's a very simple to administer, and evaluation is more objective. Also, the specific areas are covered in structured interview. Then specific information is collected with the help of structured interview. Structured interview periods may be short. Respondents' spontaneity is reduced because of the high level of structure. Also, structured interviews have a lot of study and preparation is required. Hence, cost of preparation is high. Then the second type, that is the unstructured interview, means non-structured interview. So the information together is not decided in advance, more flexible and less biased. We can say the different types of questions are asked in unstructured interview. More flexibility in wording of questions in non-structured interview is possible. Then non-structured interviews are not simple to administer and evaluation may be lengthy. Due to in-depth interview, the areas which are overlooked may be covered. Also, the unnecessary or the extra information may be collected using the unstructured interview. Then there is no limit on interview period. Then we can say the respondents may talk on some areas which arise spontaneously. This non-structured interview uh, contains interviewer may ask questions linked with last question, so more preparation and study is not required, hence preparation cost is less. Now let's have a look at the second technique, that is the surveys. Organization may conduct surveys among various stakeholders by querying about their expectation and requirements from the upcoming system. Surveys are useful for quickly gathering data from a large group of participants. When we have a very less amount of time, it's really beneficial to gather information from large groups of participants easily with the help of this technique. Then gather objective input from the customers or potential end users are possible using this technique. Then surveys can be structured to offer a series of finite choices for feedback is possible in this technique. Then the next requirement elicitation technique, that is questionaries. A questionary is a pro forma containing a sequence of questions to elicit information mostly from a large number of persons. Drafting the questionaries required at most skill. The questions must be clear, simple, and to the point. They must be well organized from the point of view of the respondent and formulated in such a manner as to provide the data in so far as possible in the desired form. A questionnaire may be mailed to individuals who are requested to write the answers against each question and to return the complete pro forma by post. It is essential that the mailed questionnaire have to speak for itself. This method can be easily adopted where the field of investigation is very vast and respondents are spread over a wide geographical area. But this method can be adopted only where the respondents are literate and can understand written questions and answer them. So, the questionnaires is a document with a predefined set of objective questions and respective options is handed over to all stakeholders to answer, which are collected and compiled. Then a shortcoming of this technique is if an option for some issues is not mentioned in the questionnaire, the issue might be left unattended. So, this questionnaire is we can say it's a set of it contains a set of objective questions, then the gathering requirements in least cost, or we can say the least cost as compared to other technique. Then it reaches to large number of people, not only in less time but also in lesser cost. The factor which affects the usage of questionnaire are: first one, that is the availability of resources, and the second one, that is the level of respondents knowledge and the background. Then the third one, that is anonymity provided to the respondent. So all these are the points which are very important related to creation of the questionnaires. Then the last technique of requirement elicitation, that is the observation. If the information is not collected from the other fact finding techniques or the methods, means the requirement elicitation techniques, then the observation method is used. In this method, analyst observes the flow of documents, way the process is carried out, steps followed, the persons involved, etc. If the analyst is familiar with the system, then he or she knows what to observe and how to gather information. Inexperienced person may observe unnecessary things which delays the system study. For example, if the analyst wants to study the materials management or the inventory management system, then wants to manage the inventory, then he or she should observe how material is forwarded from gatekeeper to the production shop. Basically, the observation technique is useful in the social analysis, then the observation, then ethnographic study, and protocol analysis. We can say it's not time effective because will require a lot of times for the observation if we want to observe step by step. Then it's not good choice when the schedule of a system is under pressure. So all these are the points regarding observation technique. uh, Techniques that we have discussed. Thank you.